I'm not a dramatic man. I hate yelling. I believe in balance, in life, in marriage, in everything. Emma and I had been together since college. 16 years, 2 kids, a quiet house tucked into the pines of Oregon. I taught literature at the local high school. She was a freelance illustrator, mostly working from home. People said we were the perfect couple. Calm, stable, maybe even a little boring. I liked it that way. Stability was my drug of choice. Emma had that kind of effortless charm, the woman who'd catch every eye in a room without trying. But I never thought much of it. I trusted her completely. Until I couldn't. It started with small things. Sudden bursts of laughter from her phone. New contacts with initials I didn't recognize. Working late more often than usual. Odd, considering she worked from her home office. I didn't confront her. I've never been one for shouting matches. But I started noticing the details. She wasn't exactly careful. We shared the same laptop for years. Same cloud, same backups. She forgot I was the one who set up all our devices. Didn't even take much effort. One lazy afternoon, I noticed a folder labeled Storyboard Vi3. Curiosity nudged me. Inside, there were screenshots, photos, voice notes, a video call, accidentally recorded. I clicked it. Her laughter. A man's voice. A joke I wasn't meant to hear. And it wasn't just one guy. There were 3. Over 4 years. One of them had even helped us decorate for our daughter's birthday. I remembered shaking his hand. That night, I sat in the garage with a beer in my hand, staring at the recycling bin full of empty wine bottles. She swore she never drank alone. I didn't cry. I didn't scream. Just clarity. A quiet realization that the life I thought I was living didn't exist. So, I made a plan. Over the next 6 months, I reinvented myself. Silently, patiently. I enrolled in night classes on cybersecurity. I stopped transferring my paycheck to our joint account. Opened a business profile. Formed an LLC. Cleaned my online presence. Set up new devices. I rewrote our digital lives. I locked her out of the cloud. Revoked her access to every subscription. Changed passwords. Deactivated logins. Even changed control of the thermostat. Then I found a divorce attorney. Not just any, one who specialized in quiet, high-conflict exits. We mapped a timeline, built a folder of evidence, financial statements, message logs, screenshots, metadata. And every evening, I sat across from her at dinner, smiling, listening, nodding. The final straw came on a Tuesday. She left her tablet open while on a phone call. A message popped up from a man I'd never met. So, are you free this weekend, now that Mark's off at that conference? There was no conference. I was home, in the basement, watching everything fall into place. That was it. I waited 1 more week. Her birthday. I went all out. Flowers, candles, catered dinner. I even bought her a delicate gold necklace with a tiny heart pendant. She looked at me that night with a kind of innocence I almost believed. After dessert, I handed her a gift box. Inside, a printed calendar. Each affair marked in red. Every initial. Every hotel stay. Every lie. A USB stick full of voice recordings, screen captures, time-stamped documents. A neat note that said, "Balance restored." She stared at it, confused, until it clicked. Then I stood. Told her the house had already been transferred to me through a trust she didn't know existed. That I had filed for divorce. That custody arrangements were already in place. That the school, the neighbors, and our families had already been informed. I didn't yell. I didn't insult her. I simply got up, rinsed my plate, and walked out of the kitchen. She screamed, begged, sobbed. But I had nothing left to give. She moved in with her sister. The kids stayed with me. I started therapy, not for the betrayal, but for all the years I silenced the voice inside me that knew something was wrong. These days, life is simple. Every Friday, I take the kids to the lake. We fish. We eat sandwiches. We tell ridiculous jokes and forget, even for a moment, the pain that shaped us. And sometimes, when someone says, "You're such a calm guy, Mark," I just smile, because they're right. I am calm enough to rebuild from ashes, calm enough to let karma borrow my hands and return everything to balance.